matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Kaepernick's 49ers going up against Ryan's Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde, 81 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he was. Would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
On second down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course, he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Starters defensively for the 49ers. New coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates with San Francisco 49ers. I think both have played well in their short time in the league, but they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense, Antoine Bethea. And I think you can build around him as well. Get some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
7 yards remain now on third down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Connects with Sanu right side. Touchdown, Falcons! Mohamed Sanu, 38 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, I like Carlos Hyde coming out of Ohio State because I like the way that he would run inside and bodies would just scatter when he got through there. A very strong, aggressive runner inside.
Finished just shy of 1,000 with 988. If you're a back, how much does that hurt?
It hurts a lot, and then you want to talk to the official scorer at home and say, you couldn't find 12 more yards for me somewhere?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a match.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Torrey Smith from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily,
he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And now it's third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. The open man is Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Kaepernick now on first down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he motions the wide receiver. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be first down 49ers. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, this is high. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Sean Drone punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now, blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Third and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence the guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Yeah.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking for Jones.
Play the game.
Intercepted. And some room to roam now. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Out on the field now. Here come the 49ers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that.
It don't take that long. It don't take that long like that.
Sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
And I say no, I can't.
Holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. Charles, I don't want to belittle Torrey Smith because he obviously has a lot of talent, but I don't know that San Fran has seen the production out of him the last couple years they had hoped for.
Well, they haven't, and you know, just look at the raw numbers. What do you have, 53 catches in the last 2 years?
Total.
Has not been the deep threat that they expected and what he performed like in Baltimore. So what they've got to do is look at themselves, too. Quarterbacking, that's an issue for them. You know, the offensive line, so people have time to throw the deep ball and get some other receivers around him, take some of the pressure off, because when used properly, Torrey Smith can still be a big-time player in this league.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde.
Bingo. See, that's telling that. Trust me, they just out doing what they doing. They probably going somewhere to eat.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Cause he off. It don't take that long, no DMV. I don't give a damn. You been there since that morning? You ain't been there since that morning.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it.
Bingo.
And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Right.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, look at the juke. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A big play there out of the running game. 33 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender is bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. On second down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive with Hyde. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
McDonald, the man in motion. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 3rd down now following the run. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 50 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's got it to make it 27-13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Gives to the tailback high. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Back now in Atlanta. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set